Maybe that's why they're called Max Racing. Oh, I'm not funny. I need to stop doing this. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's RZX of HC Central, and welcome to Part 4 of Tokyo Xtreme Racer on the Dreamcast. And I should have mentioned in the last part, because I kind of forgot to, that the second Dreamcast that I have is actually the one I'm using right now. Is a Sega Sports model, which is the black model, which is one of the only special Dreamcast versions that were released in North America, unfortunately. I wish we got some of the ones that Japan did, because man, did they get some good ones. So, but what we're going to do now is we're actually going to give the Sylvia a bit of a repaint. I'm going to keep the blue on it, but I'm going to make it a little better. I kind of prefer a bit of a brighter blue style with this, and that's what I'm going to go with, because that actually looks pretty nice in my opinion. So we're going to go with that brighter blue. And anything we can change here now? Oh yes, another thing I wanted to do, I kind of like that last spoiler. It's a little big, but I still kind of like it. Kind of fits the Sylvia style well. I'm going to go with this lip spoiler, because I'm a big fan of those. And for good measure, let's get a side skirt. Let's see if I can actually see the hoods better. And no, I'm still not going to go with the hoods. Light-wise, nah. And what about front bumper? Again, I'm not really a big fan of them. Okay, admittedly this one's not bad, so let's go with that. And then, what about wheels? Is there any wheels I have? I have 6,000, so I can get this one, not that one, this one, not that one, this one. I still like this one the most, so I'll have to come back later for that. So I'll just leave it as is. Anyways, we definitely... Oh, hang on, I got some money. What am I doing? Can I afford another engine upgrade? No, I can't. Can I afford another suspension upgrade? Yes, I can. I'm going to put that suspension on. Can I afford a drivetrain? No. Can I afford a chassis? No, definitely not. And let's just... Because this is kind of sticking in a bit, let's just get this muffler. May actually help a little bit. There it goes. It's a little more flush with the car now. Anyways, now that that's out of the way, it's time to go back for racing. This time, we're going to go back to the outer. Alrighty then, now... I will also mention the only thing I'm missing from the Sega Sports Edition of my Dreamcast, or my Sega Sports Edition Dreamcast, sorry, is the original black controller that came with it. When I got this one used, it didn't come with it, but it did come with a colored blue controller, so that's a bit of a makeup for that, because I really think the blue Dreamcast controller looks really nice. And speaking of blue, next up from Max Racing, we have the Blue Shadow. And is modified Altezza. Alright, so hopefully with this bit of extra upgrades, this Sylvia will be even better. And I actually do think it looks pretty nice now, in my opinion. Like the style of it. Anyways. Oh, wow, that definitely felt a little sharper. I should also check to the actual settings, because they probably change a little more now, but I will do that in the next part. Or part 5. Anyways... Let's see here. Pretty much in the clear, even though I hit that SUV right there, or not the SUV, the 4x4. We're still good anyways, for $1,397. And that's that. So, we gotta go up to the next guy, and thankfully this time, there's no one showed up that I have either beaten already or lost to, so it's all completely new guys, which is a good thing. Alright. So let's drive my way down. Break a bit. Okay, that kind of mistimed or misjudged where I was gonna be for the little slide. Oh well. Anyways, who are we going to be coming up to now? It is going to be another Max Racing Blood Rain. Actually, kind of like that name a bit, somewhat. Blood Rain. I would say it's a little bit too whiny, and by wine I mean like the drink, not whining. The color wine, like, kind of looks a bit like that wine color, but I do like the name Blood Rain. It's a pretty neat name. Then again, I do have blood in my actual Skype name, PSN name, and Twitch name, and Twitter name, and Steam name, and all that. Bloody Thunder X. I have too many names is the problem. I should have just called myself Thunder ZX or something, or just Bloody Thunder X. Why did I go with RZX? I'm probably gonna change that later down the road. Because to be honest, I kind of like Thunder ZX, because most people call me Thunder anyway, so it would make that pretty simple, or it can just be Thunder. but whatever. So anyways, I actually got a pretty decent amount of money, 2,627 CP, so he must have been a tougher one from his team. Oh, whoa. That'll be good for the thumbnail shot. Anyways, he's down, and next up we got this guy up here who's not too far away, so not going to be too much of a drive. I think if it does actually happen to be another max racing, we may have the leader come out. But then again, that could probably be the same case if it happens to be an elegant wild. Alright. Who do we got here? It is neither, apparently. It is Burning Hiroshi from Curving Edge in a mostly somewhat stock-looking red Civic. There's a few things done to it visually, but not much. It's also kind of a bit tall-looking. I don't know if that Civic's actually like that in real life, because I've never really paid attention to its height, but my Sylvia is lower to the ground than the Civic is. And wow, did I ever leave him or her, or I don't know for some of these guys. It will say with their BAD names, but or like their profile information, but I've never paid enough attention to that. So, oh well. It's let's just make it whoever you want it to be. I think that's the best way you can put it. Just gotta get some viewer variety here because I'm amazingly nuts. Anyway, 700 CP exactly for that one, and there's 3 more to go, at least so far. Hopefully we can get another Max Racing or Elegant Wild, but we will find out if that happens. Hopefully it will though, because that would be nice. Oh man, that was actually pretty good. Alright, coming up to the... Oh, that's a bit of bumping. Who do we got here? We've got... Oh, from Tokyo Jungle, we got Running Blue Wave in a highly tuned, by visual design at least, 180SX. But does that mean it's going to be tricky? Well, actually, to be honest, I was going to say yes, because Tokyo Jungle is a little later on. It's usually mostly appear later on. That being said, though, because he's braking and I'm not... I'm in the lead! So I think with this one I'll get some more CP for it because it's a tougher one to face. Which is not a problem at all. Alright, I actually did that pretty solid and he didn't. But to be fair, he'll probably catch back up because he's got the faster car. Ah, that could have worked out better. As it worked out better for him, because now he's catching me up, he's getting on my ass. He kind of no other choice, I guess, maybe. Okay, fuck it. Actually, that actually worked out pretty well. That's why sometimes I'll use the wall trick, because it does help you in certain cases. I don't usually do it in other races, in other games, but in this game, with the way the handling can be, it'll help. And that's a 4x4. Oh god, that could be the worst timing. No. There's a corner coming up, so that may help. That may get me my lead back. Oh dear, this is a lengthy one. But he's not exactly losing me, so I still got a good chance here. Hopefully at least. Got the solo going on the song. This game's got really good music, I will say that. Yes, got him. Awesome. And that comes to 3,151 CP. So yes, he was basically meant to be a tougher one. But I beat him, so take that. Ha ha ha. But by doing that, that meant I passed the one guy down here because of how long the race went. So I'm going to do another jump cut, and I'm just going to park my car here and wait for him to catch up. So I will see you in a bit. And I'm back. Here we are. This is the guy I passed. For the first one from Diamond Image. This is Yellow Angel with a pretty much mostly completely stock looking Civic Type R with the kind of yellow that you can't actually get from the factory. Well, that was back in the day, because you can't. The Civic now is a lot newer. I never really particularly cared for Civics, obviously. Most of the Civics I see are junk anyways. But the Type R, especially the EK, I don't hate it necessarily as much. The EK Type R is not a bad card in my honest opinion. Sometimes I like to joke with friends that I hate it, but really, I don't hate that Civic. The Civics I hate are the ones you see people rice up all the time. That and the fanboys who think it will beat anything, because I'm sorry guys, you guys need to understand that there's a lot quicker cars out there that your Civic will not be able to beat. Unless you did some crazy modifications to it so it had like a 4-wheel drive drivetrain and was making like 1200 horsepower or something ridiculous. Regardless, that was a win. Just a little over 2,000 CP. I now have nearly 11,000 CP, so we're in 5 digits for the first time in a while. And we just got one more card to face up here. He does have a little bit of a distance, but you know, nothing I'm probably gonna jump cut because it's not gonna be too difficult to get to. Anyways, so yeah, like I mentioned, Civics, I don't really care for them, but I don't mind the Type Rs. But the EK was always my favorite, and that's the one we just faced. Interestingly enough, Honda actually is bringing back the Civic Type R. The Type R batch hasn't been used in a while, but they're bringing it back, and I've heard the new one's supposed to have something like 280 horsepower in a front-wheel drive, and the way they're supposed to make the suspension, they're supposed to have it's supposed to make it feel like a 4-wheel drive when it's not. I swear, Honda is very ambitious sometimes with what they try to do. But anyways, we'll just see we'll see how that turns out when it comes out. Anyways, what do we got here? We've got another diamond image to finish this up. It is Airblade, and I mistimed that. All right. And okay, didn't exactly work, but it's okay. So yeah, no crew leaders this time. We're just a regular 6 for this part. Let's get this guy in his Integra. Damn it, which unfortunately does seem to be a little quicker than me off the line. But he did slow down, and I didn't have to as much. So as long as I don't screw up anything, I will be great. At least I hope. And that happened because, why not? I can do things like that, you know. And zoo. But yeah, for those of you who are always wondering why I like lip spoilers, I just think lip spoilers make it look a little fancy. Sometimes just like big wing spoilers just look over redundant, a little too silly, or just don't look well in the car at all. Lip spoilers usually are almost always look good with some cars. I just like the way lip spoilers are designed, I guess. And that's another 2,000 CP for finishing total of this part of 13,023 CP. We can get another engine upgrade with chat, which we'll probably end up doing, because I'm like that. Anyways, I'm gonna stop that. So that's gonna come to a conclusion for part 4. You're enjoying this? Stay tuned for part 5. We're gonna go back to the inner. Hopefully, manage to get another Max Racing or Elegant Wild, because then we can most likely get a crew leader and even a little extra thing. What exactly? Well, you're gonna have to find out exactly what that is. In the meantime, guys, thanks for watching, and take care on YouTube's and or GameAnyone.com. Ta-da!